But as I would have that in this lesson, we will learn about the potassium ion exchange theory, which tells that how the guard cells open during the daytime and close due to in the night time, for which the transpiration takes place in the plants. So, how potassium ion and malate, I can say malate or malic acid, help for the stomatal movement of the plant. What happens? As you know, guard cells. Guard cell during the daytime. What happens? During the daytime, uh, yeah, daytime. What happens? Potassium protons or hepatocytes from the guard cells are removed out into the subsidiary cells or nearby mesophyll cells. What happens? By which the potassium ions get entered into the guard cell. Once again, I will tell that potassium ion go out in the daytime. Potassium ion go out from the guard cell. Go out in the daytime. Potassium ion go out from the guard cell to the outside to the subsidiary cells, or you can say epidermal cells. In exchange, it accumulates or to get or it get inserted, it get exported potassium ions into the guard cell. What happens due to increase in potassium ion? What happens? The chloride ions, Cl minus chloride ions, K plus ion enter into the cell, chloride ion also enter into the guard cell. So due to this increase in the potassium ion and chloride ion, what happens? The pH of the cell increases and organic acids like malic acid also increased in the guard cell. This process is actually driven, it's a active process, and this is driven by the use of ATP energy, which is used to which is ATP, which is the synthesized or which is made from the non-cyclic photophosphorylation. So you see, you know that light reaction, in the light reaction non-cyclic photophosphorylation takes place. So this ATP help in the movement of the potassium ion or proton in the guard cell in and out. So also some evidence is that the ATP produced by the respiration also help in the movement of the potassium ion and proton ion. So what happened due to increase in the malate ion in the daytime, due to increase in malate ion or malic acid in the guard cell, what happened? The osmotic pressure increases, or we can say water potential decreases, by which water from the epidermal or nearby cell get entered into the guard cell by the process of endosmosis, and thus the what happened? The guard cells become turgid and get its right shape, and the guard cells and the stomata get open. It's a reverse process takes place in the night time. What happens? Once again, the potassium ion get out from the guard cell, but what happened? The protons get enter into the guard cell, and decrease in the malic acid concentration takes place in the guard cell, for which the water get out from the guard cell, and the guard cell become flaccid, by which the guard cells head to closing of the what is it, stomata. So in the this is a accepted process, or this is the better process, or this is the advanced process than the star sugar hypothesis, and is widely accepted by the modern day scientists or peoples. So this is all for your stars for this potassium malodiene hypothesis. In the next subsequent classes, we will be learning about what are the factors affecting the transpiration. So till then, bye bye.